chair to hang his name on the mantle, his water suddenly breaks.
What the hell? Oh my God, no.
What's good, y'all, man? It's your boy Cozy Joe, and tonight we are back with another reaction, y'all. Girl impregnates men who don't use protection when mating. What? Basically explaining the impossible to possible. So without further ado, y'all, hope y'all like and subscribe and enjoy the show.
This is Story Recapped.
Okay.
Today, I'm going to explain a fantasy horror film called The Mortuary Collection.
The Mortuary
Spoilers
Collection?
ahead. Watch out and take care.
Oh, snap.
Paperboy
I ain't gonna lie, I might have to check that one out, bro.
This town called Raven's End. At the end of his route, he noticed.
Hold on, what he says it's called? It's called Mortuary Collection.
Yeah.
Yo, I need me some scary movies to tune in for real.
Is that no one is collecting the papers outside a creepy house.
Okay.
So he decides to ring the doorbell. He peeks
Little
through the
Asian
mail slot,
boy.
takes a picture. Startled to see an old man staring at him, the boy struggles to retrieve his camera since it's.
Nah, hold on, man. Bruce Lee over here tripping. How did the old man know that the little kid was right there? I tell you, like, bro, like, in scary movies be having sixth sense. You can literally pull up on somebody and they will know that you're right there. Look at you dead in your face before you even know it.
Strap is stuck in the slot. The town's mortician, Montgomery Dark, opens the door.
Montgomery
The
Dark.
boy runs away. Montgomery calls him back to get his camera, but the boy is too terrified to
Hey,
retrieve it.
hey, that's a
Later
smart
that
boy.
day,
I can't lie to
Montgomery
you.
delivers a eulogy during a young boy's funeral. After the funeral, he notices a young lady trying to open the boy's coffin.
This Montgomery, bro, he's on a perk, bro. I can't even lie to you.
The woman introduces herself as Sam and tells Montgomery that she's there to apply for a position at the mortuary. When Sam notices his extensive collection of books, Montgomery explains that they contain his client's stories. Sam prompts him to tell a story, so Montgomery narrates a tale set in the 1950s during a party.
Also, what's this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be like what is called an anthology where it's like different types of stories all mashed into one movie? We need to, I ain't gonna say we, Hollywood/cinema, they need to bring those type of things back, you know what I'm saying? Where there's a movie but like mashed up all in one with different types of stories that could also connect or just not connecting, you know what I'm saying? For example, VHS. Have y'all ever seen VHS? Different little stories mashed into one little found footage type movie. The first VHS was just amazing, bro. The second one was pretty good. After that, it kind of got a little bit goofy, but the first two was like just peak chef's kiss. We need more movies like that. Like, we really do. I'm getting totally off topic though.
Emma goes to the bathroom to take the money from the wallets that she stole from unsuspecting men. After dumping the wallets,
all right,
she
Cardi
takes
B.
a pocket watch and hides it in her bra.
You better
As
chill
Emma
out.
prepares to leave, she hears a thump coming from the medicine cabinet. Curious, she tries to pry it open with a nail file. She eventually unlocks the cabinet, but not without cutting her hand.
Oh, is this movie
While
on
she tends to
Netflix?
a wound, a tentacle closes the cabinet door. When she
Oh,
opens
snap.
the cabinet again, she's horrified to find a tentacled monster inside, so she hurriedly closes it. Emma screams for help while trying to hold the door down, but no one hears her. When the monster stops moving, she tries to leave the room quietly, but the pocket watch falls out of her dress. Emma runs when the cabinet opens. but the
Oh,
tentacle
snap.
grabs her. Emma's bones break as the monster pulls her inside.
Hey, y'all know what it's called, man.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
But that story right there is mad lame. Let's see what's
Emma
next.
remarks that the story is not bad, but she notes that it would have been better if it had a twist. Montgomery assures her that he has more stories, then asks Sam to sign a document.
Yeah, I want to hear the part where like the women is getting men pregnant. That's what I really want to hear.
Other morticians who served in the house. When they
In
reach
the
room
house.
parlor, Sam asks Montgomery about the deceased boy's story, but he notes that some of the tales are just too unsettling to recount. Sam asks him-
Okay, bro. You working in a whole mortuary, bro. Nigga talk about some, nah, bro. You sure you want to hear that story? It's mad unsettling. You work in a place where there's dead people. It can't get any more unsettling than that. Like, you already tell me some lady in the 1950s got a bone crushed by some tentacle ghost. Like, she literally got her back blown out. And you don't want to talk about this one particular story?
tell another tale. So he recounts a story set at a university in the 1960s. A handsome frat boy named Jake.
That's the dude from Euphoria, right?
Advocate for women's empowerment. He contends that the
And his name was actually Jake in Euphoria? R.I.P. to Angus Kyle, man. Gone way too soon.
patriarchy is failing, and women can now sleep with whomever they please as long as they have protection.
Okay,
distributing
so
condoms,
this
he
is
quits
it
to
right
his
here.
frat mates, Todd and Connor. that they're helping impressionable and vulnerable women to fornicate with frat boys at their party later. When Connor sees an attractive and timid-looking woman walking to her class, he offers her a condom. Jake interrupts them and tells Connor to distribute the rubbers to the school's non-existent lacrosse team. The woman, Sandra, notices that Jake doesn't look like a freshman, so Jake quips that he only shows up in the area so he can get laid. Jake is taken aback when Sandra confesses that she's there.
Yeah, he don't look like no freshman.
So he
That nigga's a super senior.
Before returning to his booth, Jake invites Sandra to his fraternity's party. Sandra tells him that she might attend. As Sandra walks to her class, she passes by a billboard filled with photos of missing male students. When Jake sees Sandra at the party, he immediately takes her to his room. As they make out, Sandra warns him that she could be a serial killer. Then she pushes Jake on the bed and strips off her clothes.
Okay, but where's the protection at?
Before crawling towards Jake.
Yep, she about to kill, bro.
Sits on top of him. She tells him that she has something for him. When she shows him the item, Jake is disappointed to see that it's a condom. He reluctantly wears it, but Jake asks Sandra to turn around in the middle of their copulation. While Sandra's not looking, Jake secretly takes off the rubber and
See, man, listen, bro. This is how niggas be getting caught up and slipped up, bro. I ain't the one to talk, but you gotta wear that protection or some type of protection. In this story, judging off from what the title is saying, he's basically going to mess around and find out.
continues to fornicate with her. When Jake wakes up in the morning, Sandra is already gone. He discovers that she wrote her phone number in the mirror, so he wipes it off. But most of the numbers are still visible. Jake suddenly feels something grumbling in his stomach, so he heads to the bathroom to throw up. Connor soon arrives and notices rashes all over him. So
Dang, he got pregnant that quick?
At the clinic, Dr. Harold Kubler prescribes him penicillin for the rashes, but he notices something odd in Jake's file, so he asks him to stay for further examination. When Kubler hears a heartbeat and growling in his abdomen, he asks Jake to wait for him and leaves the room. When Jake looks at his file, he's shocked to learn that he's pregnant. Back in his dorm, Jake takes a pill to terminate the pregnancy, but he just vomits after a few minutes. Jake decides to call Sandra when he sees his belly growing. He dials the wrong number a few times because he erased the last digit.
Not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, just imagine, you know what I'm saying? You over there banging it up, unprotected. Literally the next day, she calls you, sends you a picture of a big old belly, talking about something, I'm pregnant. I would be sick to my stomach. Like, you're not gonna wait 9 months? Your body can't wait 9 months? I gotta get the bad news now.
You're great.
And with this being a guy right here, him actually being pregnant, I feel like that gotta be the most scariest, most confusing, weirded out things ever. It's like how I get pregnant. How can he let that loose? Well, then again, he can do a C-section. But still though, bro.
Finally reaches Sandra. He asks her to meet him at her house. As he tries to leave the frat house, his fratmates stop him to celebrate his 67th sexual encounter. The Brotherhood considers the number 67 sacred because it represents their 67 founders.
Not gonna lie, that's weird.
Him on a chair to hang his name on the mantle. His water suddenly breaks and sprays onto his fratmates.
Whoa! Hold up, wait a minute, that's not water. That is ejaculation. Hold up.
Represents their 67 founders. When they carry him on a chair to hang his name on the mantle,
I'm about to go.
And sprays.
What is that? What is that? Now, you know, I'm not no doctor. I'm not no gynecologist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no nurse. But when a woman water breaks, right? And it's water, right? Like it's clear. It's clear fluids, right? That is white fluid. That man hair is partially dyed. We got to get another replay, y'all. Hold on. Look, see? That's not water. That's, come on now. Y'all know what that is. And like it's coming out way too stringy too. Y'all know what that is.
Sprays onto his fratmates. Jake immediately drives to Sandra's house when his fratmates let him go. Upon his arrival, Sandra's father, Ralph,
That's her
in
dad?
frustration when he sees Jake's belly. His wife, Margaret, immediately calls Sandra and prepares to deliver the infant. When Sandra walks into the room,
I'm not gonna lie,
Jake
I'm
berates Sandra
mad
for his
curious.
pregnancy. Sandra, however, points out that he was supposed to be wearing protection. Jake apologizes and confesses that he wouldn't have been able to.
Bro,
spend time with his
Jake's
baby
tripping,
because
bro.
He used to be fat. He notes that he strived hard to change himself, but his personality grew worse as his physical.
Nigga, what type of baby is this? Is he giving birth to the devil or something? Like, look at his face. vein popping out and everything, bro. He's tripping, busting off the pills.
Looks improved. Sandra looks at him with pity, but she walks away and calls another man to set up another date. As the fetus moves
Dang,
room,
bro.
he asks Ralph how the baby is supposed to come out. Margaret explains that it will come out the same way it got in. Jake screams in pain as the infant forces its way out of him. Jake's blood sprays all over the room after his reproductive organ explodes and rips his abdomen open. Margaret immediately pulls the baby
So
out
he's
and takes
dead?
it to the nursery. She carefully walks out of the room, but
Of course
accidentally
he's
steps on a
dead.
whistle toy. The room fills with cries as all the babies inside wake up. One of them reaches its talons up in the air as Margaret runs out of the room.
Nigga, is this the boogeyman or something? Like, did he give birth to the boogeyman? Not gonna lie to you though, bro. That's wild. It's like the parents know that her daughter been to Pound Town. So Jake is dead. My thing is they can't do, I guess they can't really do a C-section for real, without like the proper tools, because you do a C-section, his gut's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that stuff. But for what I do know, that his butt, the same way it got in, it came out as pee-pee? The baby came out as pee-pee? Please, y'all, did it come out as pee-pee or the bum hole?
Sam is impressed with the tale because it has all the elements of a good story. Montgomery then takes Sam to the embalming room and shows her the corpse of a young woman. Sam remarks that the woman seems perfect, but Montgomery points out that her upper palate contains traces of magnesium, which is common for patients in catatonic states. Montgomery tells the tale of Carol Peters and Wendell Owens. During the wedding ceremony, Wendell seems happy as he puts a ring on Carol's finger.
Okay.
However, the church suddenly goes dark. Carol starts breathing heavily after the priest asks Wendell if he vows to love her until they die. When Carol screams at him, Wendell wakes up from a nightmare.
Oh, what was
Wendell hears
that?
Carol coughing profusely, so he goes to her room to check on her. Wendell sighs in despair, unable to do anything for his catatonic wife. When Wendell returns from the grocery one night, Mrs. Avery notices all the food he bought and brags about the meal she ate when she went on a cruise. As they wait for the elevator, Avery notes that she couldn't go anywhere when her husband was alive, but she can now go anywhere she wants after his death. When
That's
the
how it
elevator
be for
arrives,
like
Avery
old
goes
women
inside,
back in the
but
day.
Wendell decides to take the
Nigga, like I'm being so mad for real. Like old women back in the day used to get popped. You tell me you went to the grocery store without me? Nigga, I just catch you having fun. You wanna be the nurse? Nigga, I just catch you wanna be stuff. I'm sorry, like I probably just touched on a real sensitive topic. I apologize. But literally, like that's how it was back in the day, bro. I know for my great grandma it was like that for 80 years. Like no exaggeration. I ain't gonna say 80 years. 50 years, cause I'm pretty sure they got married young. So I say about for 50 years, she had to wait for her husband to pass away for her to actually enjoy life, bro. Like to go on cruises, out of state, do whatever. That's a very long time. Hey man, y'all go ahead and check y'all grandpappies, man. Cause y'all grandpappies were not playing back in the day.
The stairs. At home, Wendell prepares food for Carol by arranging vegetables, fish, and meat nicely on a plate. Then he puts them into the blender to make it easier for her to digest. When Dr. Cooper
Is that meat
checks on
cooked?
Carol, he notes that she appears to be stable. Wendell asks how much longer she will live, so he discloses that Carol will survive for another year. Wendell is worried that he can't keep her alive for another year because of the bills. Kubler
Damn,
decides
bro.
to leave him with some pain medication.
That's
and
America
thinks that
for
Carol
you.
will die if she takes 2 or more pills.
You
When
know what I'm
Wendell fails
saying?
to get the hint,
That's
Kubler
America
realizes
for
the
you,
substance
boy.
doesn't leave a trace, and it's
Oh,
impossible to determine if Carol
Is your family member sick? Yeah, that's $15,000.
took too much of it. That night, Wendell dresses up for a candlelit dinner with Carol and gives her an Arctic hare figurine. He asks
I was about to
show him
say,
a
like,
sign
did
if
you
he's
just whip
conscious,
out a
but she
frog?
just stares into space. Wendell slams his hand on the table in frustration due to her lack of response. He mixes the pills into Carol's food and feeds her. When Carol suddenly grabs his arm, Wendell realizes that she might be responsive, so he immediately takes the restraints off and pumps her stomach. Wendell is relieved.
Oh,
after
okay,
seeing
I
her
was
vomit,
thinking
because it's
something
on the
else. I
table
can't
and
lie
next
to
to
you.
her. Wendell lifts her head, only to discover that she's been impaled on the figurine.
No.
Wendell contacts Kubler for help, but Kubler just tells him to dump Carol's body into the ocean. Wendell puts Carol's body inside her bridal chest, but she wouldn't fit, so he cuts her up. As he starts to chop off her thigh, she suddenly reaches for him and screams. Carol stops moving when Wendell pulls the figurine from her head. Wendell eventually manages to chop the body and fit it into the box.
Oh.
As he shoves the trunk into the elevator.
Talk about a love story and going south. I mean, like, bro is trying to revive his wife with the Dragon Balls, and turns out she don't stab herself with a rat figure. And now he gotta chop up the body too?
A man tells him to hold the lift, but Wendell refuses to wait, so he forces the door closed, crushing his neighbor's hand. The elevator soon starts moving, but it suddenly stops before it reaches the ground floor.
It's cause the
Wendell
wife,
tries
bro.
to pry the doors open. Mrs. Avery arrives and offers to call the police. Wendell stops her and says that the elevator will probably move again soon, but Avery still insists on calling the police. When the elevator doors suddenly close, he notices that Carol's blood is leaking out of the box.
Oh,
Wendell tries to
snap.
escape through the hatch, but he slips. Wendell throws his wedding ring in frustration. When the bridal chest suddenly unlocks itself, Wendell tries to open it, but the elevator starts descending. The elevator continues to descend.
Is it his
after
wife,
reaching
evil
the ground
spirit?
floor. When he looks out the window, he sees a vision of himself and Carol living happily together. Carol's decaying corpse suddenly emerges from
Ooh!
on him before forcing him to kiss her. When the elevator opens, the police find Wendell sitting on the floor reciting his wedding vows while clutching his wedding album. Montgomery tells Sam that Wendell went insane and was committed to Kirksdale Mental
Okay, I can't lie to you. That story was kind of mid.
She complains that his stories are predictable because they themselves always involve people paying a horrible price for their sins.
That is
Montgomery
true.
stresses that it's a timeless message because no evil deed goes unpunished.
That's
As
true
Montgomery
at the
pushes
same
boy's
time.
coffin into the cremation chamber. Sam stops him and confesses that she wasn't really applying for a job. She discloses that she's there to see the boy, Logan, because it's her fault that he died. Sam begs Montgomery to let her see the boy one last time, so he opens the coffin for her. Sam proceeds to tell Montgomery about the night that Logan died. While Sam babysits Logan, she watches a horror movie called The Babysitter Murders. When she goes to the kitchen, Sam sees a message on the answering machine. Dr. Kubler and his wife, Deborah, tell Sam that they might be coming home late, so they instruct her to make sure that Logan is asleep.
Okay.
Before hanging up, they tell Sam to fix herself something to eat if she's hungry. After checking in on Logan, Sam turns on the radio and prepares some food. Meanwhile, a reporter interrupts the movie to
Hey,
inform
hold up, wait a
residents
minute.
that a riot broke
Wait, hold on. What's going on? Like, you know, some little things about to flash on out, and now it's a nigga on the screen with a cig. You want to know how stressed out the news reporter gotta be to smoke on TV? Like, you know, it gotta be something really stressful.
in the asylum. The police advise citizens to lock their doors because some inmates might have escaped. When
Uh-oh.
Sam takes out the garbage, she fails to notice
Watch
the
it be the
broken window
dude
by the
that killed
door.
his
When
wife.
she gets back inside, she sees a man with a head wound in the living room, so she goes to the kitchen to grab a weapon. She gets a hold of a cleaver, but she drops it when the man turns up behind her. The man seems disoriented, so Sam tries to help him by cleaning his wound. The man grows agitated when the phone starts ringing. When the machine picks up the call, Deborah tells Sam to lock the doors because a psychopath known for mutilating kids has escaped from the asylum.
Uh-oh.
When she sees his eyes gravitating toward Logan's toy, she puts the man's hand into the meat grinder. Sam attempts to hit him with the meat pounder, but he knocks her down with a kick.
Dang.
He slowly pulls his mangled hand out of the meat grinder before Sam gets up. Sam tries to stab him, but he blocks it with the chopping board. Sam continues attacking the man.
Bro knows how to
standing on the
fight.
phone with Deborah still on the line. Sam bites off his ear, but he manages to slam her on the floor.
Dang!
Sam goes to Logan's room, but the boy isn't there. Sam hurries to the boy's room when she hears the man screaming. Sam attacks the man with a fire poker while he hurls books at her. The man manages to slam her to the floor again and punch her several times.
Bro, hold up. Wait. What type of move was that? Look at that. That nigga gonna put out some WWE-ish right there, bro. Nah, bro, you wanna know what would be crazy? What if he actually put up like a whole suplex or like an F5 on her? I feel like that's what they really need to start adding in horror movies. Like whenever they trying to fight something, they need to start, you know what I'm saying, bringing out new wrestler moves. That would really have the movie theater go wild. I can't lie to you.
Floor again and punch her several times before looking for Logan. Soon, the Kublers arrive, but they can't get in because of the door chain lock. The man strangles Sam, but she pleads with him by telling him that he's not a killer. The man gets up and tells her that it's over, but Sam pushes him down the stairs. The man regains consciousness and Sam drops a television on his head. When the Kublers enter the house, they recognize the dead man as the babysitter. The news reveals that the escaped inmate is a woman named Charlotte Gibbons, otherwise known as the Boggy Bay Tooth Fairy. Deborah panics after failing to find Logan. When they look inside the oven, they scream in terror upon finding Logan's remains. When Montgomery asks Charlotte why she came to the mortuary, she takes a tooth from Logan's remains and tells him that she needs it for her collection. Charlotte stabs Montgomery to keep him from telling her story. However, Montgomery just laughs at her as embalming fluid leaks out of his wound. He tells Charlotte that she got the job, but she runs away. Charlotte eventually
Not gonna lie, that's a crazy twist. The whole time I'm over here rooting for her. She was the killer. Man, listen, man. The news reporter did that on purpose. The news reporter did that on purpose. Talking about something. Hey man, there's a crazy killer out there. Let me go ahead and wait to tell him what gender it is. The news reporter did that on purpose, man. To, you know what I'm saying, to make people freak out. But that was a crazy twist. Twist. That was a crazy one right there, bro. I can't even lie to you.
reaches the door, but she ends up back inside the house when she goes through it. Charlotte finds herself in the library as she tries to flee from Montgomery. When he catches up to her, he discloses that he was once like Charlotte. He thought that he could escape from the consequences of his actions until he came across the house. As Montgomery stomps his cane on the floor, several books fall from their shelves. He remarks that Charlotte would be surprised to learn how many of the stories in the library are hers.
Oh snap.
Open by themselves, and several dark spirits of children crawl out of the pages. When one of the spirits bites Charlotte, she drops her tooth collection on the ground. She screams in pain as other spirits start attacking her.
So
after Charlotte
she going to hell?
The spirit grabs a tooth from the ground and puts it on. After putting Charlotte's body back together, Montgomery leaves the house. He takes a breath of relief after he steps outside, but he soon explodes into dust. Charlotte comes back to life inside the house and sees her hideous face in the mirror.
Oh.
Soon after becoming the new mortician, Charlotte tells a story to the paperboy. When the paperboy attempts to leave, she discourages him from leaving by telling him that she's about to make dinner.
Dang, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like that's low-key interesting, okay? It's what it's called, mortuary assistant or something. Is that what the movie called? I'm gonna have to check it out. I can't lie to you. It gives off a Netflix type vibe. Like it seemed like it's a type of movie that Netflix would make. You know what I'm saying? That came out back in maybe 2018 or 19. The old dude, he already knew who she was and what all she did. He's like, I bet we're about to go ahead and seal the deal. I'm gonna kill you right here, pass my job on to you so I can be free, and you're gonna be the next one. So it's basically just gonna be like a repeating type of cycle with just different people. But I'm a little bit curious on what she gonna do to the little boy. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know Ling Shing Wao, he didn't know what he was doing. Leave out my boy Ling Shing Wao, bro. He ain't know what he was doing, bro. Just a little kid. Y'all probably gonna be like, yes, racist. Cause I said Ling Shing Wao. Listen, man, my name Tyrone Johnson. All right, relax yourself, man. But all right, y'all, man, I'm about to go ahead and end the video right there. Y'all let me know, what do y'all feel about that movie? I might check out the whole movie itself. It don't really seem like a creepy type of movie, but it seems like one of those type of movies where it has a decent story. Very, very R.L. Stein type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Very, very Goosebumps type vibes. But I can't lie to you, like, dude busting all over his frat members, that was crazy. Okay, I can't even cap. Like, that was not no water. That was not water, bruh. That was straight up semen. Alright, that was not water, bro. But anyway, man, y'all go ahead and let me know what else to react to down there in the comments down below. And with that being said, y'all stay safe, y'all stay cozy, and y'all please stay blessed. Cozy Joe's out. Love, peace, chicken grease.